Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have one of the most iconic rivalries in sporting history, whilst Mauro, Icardi and Maxi Lopez were embroiled in a scandal that sent shockwaves through the world of football. However, let's begin with Bruyne and Courtois. KDB and Courtois are long-time teammates, having played together briefly at Chelsea and for many years as the spine of the Belgian golden era. You would assume that in all this time playing together that they'd likely be very close friends, but sadly this may not be the case. In 2014, shortly after KDB left Chelsea, a scandal erupted that would tarnish his friendship with Courtois. De Bruyne was dating Caroline Linian at the time. Rumours emerged that he had begun an affair with Caroline's best friend. Caroline knew she had to get revenge in a meaningful way. In November 2014, news began to break that Courtois had begun an affair with Caroline Linian, a severe betrayal of his own compatriot. Reports seem to suggest that the players have since made amends, but it's not unreasonable to suggest that this betrayal could be a contributing factor to the failings of Belgium's golden era, who were poised to win a trophy but ultimately failed to deliver. KDB and Courtois may have repaired their relationship, but the same can't be said for John Terry and Wayne Bridge. John Terry and Wayne Bridge played together both at club level and international level for many years. In 2009, a scandal erupted that sent shockwaves throughout all of England, when Terry was accused of having an affair with Bridges' girlfriend, Vanessa Perennicel. It is important to note that Vanessa still denies the claims, but when the news broke, the damage to Terry and Bridges' friendship was irreparable. Due to this scandal, John Terry was stripped of the England captaincy. This incident will forever be immortalised by the image of Bridge refusing to shake Terry's hand when they next faced each other in early 2010. Moving away from scandals involving affairs and to a more comical rivalry, that of Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Rafael van der Vaart. The two Ajax teammates met head-to-head when the Netherlands faced Sweden in a friendly. However, the events that transpired would be anything but friendly. Van der Vaart suffered an injury and accused Zlatan of hurting him on purpose. Zlatan was enraged by his comments and went on to say, "I didn't injure you on purpose, and you know that. If you accuse me again, I'll break both your legs, and that time it will be on purpose." Zlatan holds a black belt in Taekwondo, so it was probably for the best that Van der Vaart didn't allow it to escalate further into violence. One footballing rivalry that unfortunately did spill over into violence is that of Sadio Mane and Leroy Sané. In the summer of 2022, Sadio Mane switched one red team for another when he joined Bayern from Liverpool. As time progressed, the move began to look more and more like a mistake for all parties involved. This eventually reached a boiling point in April of 2023 after a 3-0 defeat to Man City in the Champions League. Mane felt provoked by Sané, and an argument between the two of them on the pitch eventually continued into the dressing room. In the dressing room, it is alleged that Mane punched Sané on the lip, causing the German winger to walk away with a busted lip. Mane was later suspended and fined by Bayern for the incident. Mane and Sané eventually made up, with the Senegalese forward saying, "We were able to solve this little incident." However, the damage had already been done, and this was seen as the final nail in the coffin for his Bayern Munich career. Mane would be sold in the summer to Saudi side Al Nassr, ending his torrid spell at the Bundesliga champions after one lackluster season. Next up, we have Zidane and Materazzi. This rivalry lives in footballing infamy. It's the 2006 World Cup final. Footballing legend Zinedine Zidane is playing the final game in his spellbinding career. What could go wrong? Well, a lot apparently. Zidane had already scored in the showpiece game when he netted a lovely chipped penalty versus Gigi Buffon. He was on top of the world. This would all come crashing down in a heated argument with Marco Materazzi, when the Italian defender made a juvenile remark insulting Zidane's sister. Zidane lost his composure and headbutted Materazzi in the chest. He was sent off. France went on to lose this game on penalties. Zidane was surely left wondering what would have happened had he kept his cool and played the rest of the game. Messi and Ronaldo have the most iconic rivalry in sporting history. They dominated the game for over a decade, always pushing each other. Every time one of them scored, the other would too. Every time one of them won a Ballon d'Or, the other would go on to win one soon after. They both constantly broke records. For a while, the rivalry was a purely friendly and competitive one, but this may be changing for Ronaldo. In recent years, Messi has pulled away and cemented his place as the GOAT. He has won more Ballon d'Ors, and most importantly, he has finally won the World Cup. After Messi secured his 8th Ballon d'Or in 2023, he was asked about his rivalry with Cristiano. He was full of praise and a clear appreciation for a rivalry that defined the world of football for years. Ronaldo, however, was not as appreciative. Responding to an Instagram post about Messi's win, he commented a laughing face. This clearly signalled his feelings about Messi's win and him being snubbed as an unfair reflection and an injustice. Finally, we take a look at possibly the most heated hatred in all of football. The story of Maxi Lopez and Mauro Icardi. Maxi Lopez met a young Icardi whilst at Barcelona. Later on in his career, he was at Sampdoria when they signed Icardi, who was now embarking on his professional career. Maxi took Icardi under his wing and became a close friend and mentor to the young forward. This would be a decision he would live to regret. He introduced Icardi to his partner, Wanda, and their children. Little did he know, Icardi would go on to steal his family from him. He started by stealing Wanda and then marrying her. He would then rub salt into the wound by getting Lopez's children tattooed onto his body. By this point, Icardi had started his time at Inter Milan. When Inter played Lopez's Sampdoria side, Icardi put his hand out to shake Lopez's hand. Lopez, unsurprisingly, snubbed this handshake.